Alright there guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about Isekai Quartet Season 2. I probably should have made an Isekai Quartet Season 1 video back when that finished, but I didn't. But we are definitely going to be talking about the second season. Now, what is Isekai Quartet? Well, it is 4 different groups of Isekai characters from different Isekai animes. We have Ainz Ghoul, Albedo, the twins that have one red, one blue and one green eye, the metal robot guy, the devil looking guy, and the vampire looking girl from Overlord. We have Tanya van der Churu, which I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. If you want to correct me in the comments, you can do, and her small lieutenant battalion from the Saga of Tanya the Evil. And I'm pretty sure she's a Nazi, but you can correct me in the comments as well if she's not actually a Nazi and I'm just saying she is because that's what she looks to me. We have Subaru, Amelia, Rem, Ram, and Puck from ReZero, and last but certainly not least, Kazuma, Darkness, Aqua, and Megumin from Konosuba. Now, Isekai Quartet is animated in chibi form. If you guys don't know what chibi form is, it's where the character size are much smaller than their actual character size from their shows. And they're a lot more, in terms of how they look, they're just a lot more bright in terms of their appearances. That's the best way I can describe chibi form. But all 4 groups of characters were teleported from a red button in Season 1 to this world as they're all together now. But we have a new cast of characters joining us for Season 2 in Neifumi, Philo, and Raptalia from The Rising of Shield Hero. A show I've still not watched, because I can't find the sub of it anywhere, and I don't really want to watch the dub version instead. So let's get straight into it. Isekai Quartet Season 2, just like Season 1, is very funny, because, well, Konosuba and ReZero are genuinely funny shows to begin with. Overlord, I've only watched the first season, and I couldn't really find anything funny about that. No idea if the Saga of Tanya the Evil is funny. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, who knows, but Isekai Quartet Season 2 is definitely funny. If you want to watch a funny anime that's come out this year, Isekai Quartet Season 2 is definitely worth a watch. And it's always the misadventures that these characters get up to that makes it so enjoyable. We have Kazuma and Aqua trying to steal some champagne from the principal's office, and then walking over a security laser and then getting caught. We have Valentine's Day, where Betelgeuse from ReZero, who tried to take over Subaru's body. If you've watched ReZero, you know who I mean. The green guy that is very, very creepy and talks about nothing but love for every time we see him. For some reason, he makes an appearance, even though I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be dead now in ReZero. So how is he alive? So how is he alive here? Albedo makes a very creepy looking cake for Ainz. I don't think even he would like it. We had Kazuma telling a few members of Tanya's battalion how to, if you want Valentine's Day chocolate off someone, how to ask, where he says, "Give me choco." And when he actually did it in front of the vampire looking girl from Overlord, Rem, and I think it was Megumin. They are all very creeped out by it. Which is funny because obviously Kazuma knows that's not, nobody says that. They even painted Kazuma to look like a Sado when Megumin told Amelia that the only chocolate he's ever received is from his mom, nobody else. They had a physical exam where Nefumi did all the boys and Megumin did all the girls, which was made a lot better, a lot funnier than you'd think a regular physical exam would go in an anime. But of course, the school festival was the main thing that this show was building up to for season 2. As we have a play of Cinderella as the main event, which, oh boy, after watching the very end of it, there's something that just I'm not quite sure about, and I don't know why it was put in, but we'll get onto that. So there were food stalls for the school festival. There were target practice games. Aqua being Aqua, she missed every single time. And as usual, Kazuma is insulting her because just because we're not in the world of Konosuba doesn't mean the characters need to stop acting like they're in Konosuba. But the mobile fortress spider thing from season 1 that Ainz, Kazuma, Tanya, and Subaru had to fight makes a return. But this time, those 4 are not part of this fight. Instead, they gave the more secondary characters of the shows a go for the fight. We had Aqua, Amelia, Albedo, and Lieutenant Victoria from Tanya's battalion fighting the fortress this time, which I think was a great contrast because that's going on at the very same time as the Cinderella play from the rest of the characters. While we have the even more secondary characters that you don't even see as much in their respective shows, such as Chris and Yun Yun from Konosuba, or Reinhard and Julius from ReZero. They're made to just play they're meant to just play ducks in the play, which is quite funny. Nefumi is meant to play a duck as well. So Raptalia and Philo go to help the other 4 in order to take down the fortress. It was incredibly badass the way they took it down in season 1, and they didn't disappoint when they had to do it all over again in season 2, just without the main 4 that actually beat it last time. In the Cinderella play, we have we have Kazuma, Ainz, Subaru, and Tanya playing a horse, which is quite funny. We have Ram playing Cinderella. We have Rem playing Prince Charming. I think you can see where this is going. We have Darkness playing the stepsister. And what I really, really enjoy about this part, the very end of the show, is how they keep switching between the play and the battle outside. How we don't just see all of one and then all of the other. They keep switching them. Between each other constantly. I think that was a really good thing to do, because it's gonna keep your attention. It's always going to keep you more interested in what's going on, because they keep switching. And for once, Aqua was actually useful. Do you remember in Konosuba Season 1, her God's Blow attack, where she punched that giant toad and it did absolutely nothing? She tries that, she uses that attack this time, only it works, as a waterfall comes down and splashes all over the fortress. Then Amelia uses her ice magic to freeze it. Albedo uses her defensive abilities along with Victoria to parry the missiles that the fortress starts shooting at them. And they contrast the end of the play perfectly, as the play ends just as Aqua... Oh wait, no, sorry. Aqua does not use God's Blow to create the waterfall. She already she creates the waterfall with her staff. She uses God's Blow to defeat the fortress. Her God's Blow attack actually ended up being useful. But here's the end of the play. This is what I'm not too sure about. Okay, so Rem is playing Prince Charming, and Ram is playing Cinderella. Rem and Ram are sisters. Can you see where this is going yet? Right at the end of the play, I mean, I've never actually watched Cinderella, but I'm pretty certain that at the very, very end of Cinderella, when Prince Charming finds the glass slipper that only Cinderella's foot can fit inside of, and gives it back to her, I'm pretty sure Cinderella and Prince Charming kiss right at the end. Rem and Ram are sisters. Do you see why I think that's a little bit weird? And I know anime is just weird in general, but why? What made they thought? Whose idea was it to think, oh, even though Rem and Ram are sisters, not only sisters but literal twins, why don't we just have them kiss? They're related, not by blood. No, they seriously are related by blood. Like, this is when it's really that's something you shouldn't really do. But the reason why I'm not totally against it, and oh god, this is making me sound horrible for saying that. I get the joke. We have this running joke in the anime community of incest is wincest, but not this type. No. How can you do that to my pure innocent Rem? Make her have to literally lock lips with her own damn sister. Just why? But the only thing I can get out of this that wouldn't make it as weird is they were playing characters. Rem and Ram were 100% playing characters. There is no way in hell, if they were not playing characters, that they would do that. Even though in ReZero, every time Subaru woke up from his second save point after he died, Because remember, he had a certain save point when he died the first time, and then the next like 3 or 4 times it was the same save point. The next save point, when he's in the mansion when he's in Amelia's mansion. Well, I guess it's from Mr. Rosewall's mansion, but you get the point. Every time he woke up, Rem and Ram were holding each other's hands, and they weren't doing it. They weren't holding each other's hand as in 2. I mean, they were holding each other's hands as in all 4 together. Both Rem's hands and both Ram's hands were holding each other. So maybe we should have seen something like this coming from that show, from what we've seen in ReZero. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, the only thing I can get out of that is Rem and Ram are playing characters, which is the only reason why they would be made to kiss, since they're sisters. Although, you've got to think, Megumin has a pretty twisted mind, because the person that actually wrote the script within the show was Megumin. So it's Konosuba's best girl that got rid of the innocence from ReZero's best girl. But overall, Isekai Quartet Season 2, great. It was a great season. Very, very funny. Made me laugh many times throughout every episode. And the best part about these episodes is they're only 12 minutes long. They're not regular 24-minute long. Well, 24 minutes, which includes the opening and ending, and next episode previews of the shows. Including all those 3, anime episodes are 24 minutes long. Isekai Quartet is only half of what a normal episode length is. So you probably, if you've got the time, we're all in quarantine right now. So you probably will have the time. But yeah, you could watch the entire second season in one day. See, all 12 episodes. Because that's 12 minutes per episode and 12 episodes. So that's 144 minutes. So in theory, that's 2 hours. That's 2 hours and 20... That's not even 2.5 hours of your time. Yeah, you could literally watch Isekai Quartet Season 2 in less than 2.5 hours. So if you guys are looking for funny anime shows to watch that were released and that have been released and finished in 2020, I highly recommend Isekai Quartet Season 2. And right at the very end of episode 12, when there was no opening for episodes 11 or 12, because episode 12's ending theme song was actually the opening this time. They ended the show by playing the opening. And right at the end, it said, new season coming soon, meaning, oh boy, we are getting Isekai Quartet Season 3. That makes me really, really hyped. But the irony of that is, Konosuba only has 2 seasons. Isekai Quartet has been officially announced for a 3rd season, meaning it will eventually have more seasons than Konosuba. ReZero only has 1 season. Its 2nd season was supposed to release this month, but unfortunately, due to what's going on with the coronavirus, the production of ReZero Season 2 has been delayed from April to July of this year. So we have to wait until July for ReZero Season 2. And if it's another 25 episode season, that won't end. That will mean ReZero Season 2 won't end until 2021. It won't even end this year. It would have ended this year if it started this month, but because it's not, it'll end in 2021 at the very beginning. So yeah, that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, follow me on all my social medias. Please check out Isekai Quartet Season 2 if you've maybe seen the first one and didn't know the second season has been released. Well, it has now. All 12 episodes are available to watch. Follow me on all my social medias, and until next time guys, catch you later.